semiconductors is one example of a thing where the U.S. used to develop 37% of semiconductors. Now it's down to 12%. And that's something that the China bill, which I'm not sure if you're...
No, look, the difference is what happens when a semiconductor functionally becomes a commodity. And, there's sort of this longing for, hey, we want to be cutting edge, but explaining that's no longer cutting edge, that's a commodity product. There's massive new investments. In Arizona, Intel, Taiwan Semiconductor, in Texas you see a massive investment. It takes years to bring a fab out of the ground. And then there's this arrogance saying, well, if we set up this grant program, we're going to change, we're suddenly going to see all these new chips, and it doesn't work that way. And once again, it's getting a little uncomfortable, getting a little too close to sort of a planned economy. When you start hearing even some Democrats you thought were moderates sort of talking about the 5-year plan, the public-private partnership of this, and those are the very things that stop innovation in the long run. Remember, the DARPAs of the world do primary research, and then you allow it out, the civilian version of DARPA, and then you let the market go crazy of what they can innovate from that. Much of what we're seeing in some of this legislation, it would be from the concept all the way down to production, would have a government hand in it.
So you're saying that you are not going to support the China competition bill for that reason? But there's a number of things in there. I mean, it also is a slush fund for moving monies to things that aren't actually productive. It actually, if you wanted to compete with China and the rest of the world, fix the tax code. The fact of the matter is, when the rest of the world operates under a VAT, and yet when their products leave their shore, they're given back that, VAT tax. But when it hits our shores, we may have a small tariff, but they're given actually a tax arbitrage. When we send our product and it hits their shores, they put the VAT back on our products. There's a tax arbitrage in the world that's crushing U.S. exports. When the 4 ports on the West Coast will send back 7.1 million empty containers last year, there's something horribly wrong. And a bunch of government control, government subsidies, government mandates. How about fix first the tax code that's crushing us, and then bring our regulatory code into the modern era? Our current regulatory code is based almost on a 1938 model of fill out lots of paperwork, shove it in file cabinets, and that's how you're compliant. Instead of using crowdsourced data and other things, and I have whole presentations on that much faster and dramatically less expensive and much more accurate. It is fix the tax codes, fix the regulatory codes, and then we have to also start to fix our incentives to participate in the labor market.